This is lesson 1 in our first unit, and we're going to look at graphically solving linear systems. In our textbook, this is section 1.3. So we're going to first review what a linear system is. It's two or more linear equations that are considered at the same time. So considered at the same time means they're just on the same Cartesian plane or same graph. Now you need to recognize what it means to solve the system. If you're asked to solve the system, what that means is that you have to find the point where the lines intersect. And the point where the lines intersect, that is called the point of intersection. So the point where two or more lines cross, this is also known as the solution to the linear system. So that is why when you're asked to solve the linear system, you're finding the POI, because the POI is the solution. The POI is an ordered pair that satisfies both equations simultaneously. So where it says satisfies both simultaneously, that means if you did a left side, right side check, the left side should equal the right side when you were to sub in that ordered pair or sub in that point. So here's the steps to solving a linear system, and we're going to be solving it by graphing today. First, choose a graphing method and set up the equations if needed. So that's what we practiced in our last lesson, was how to graph a line. So you have whatever graphing method you choose. Graph both the equations to find the POI, then do a check to make sure the POI is on each line, and then finally write a conclusion. So let's check out our first example. So the example 1 says to solve the linear systems graphically and then check your solution. So I have two equations here, and let's go ahead and label them. This is our linear system right here, and I have equation 1 and equation 2. So I have to decide how I'm going to graph these lines. I'm going to graph the first line using x and y intercepts. So I'll find my x-intercept by letting y equal 0. And when I sub that into the equation, x plus 0 equals 4, so x equals 4. There's my first point. And then I'll get my other intercept, so the y-intercept. I'm going to let x equal 0 this time. So that would be 0 plus y equals 4, which I'm left with y equals 4. So my point would be 0, 4. All right, let's graph the line. Before we do that, we need to label our x and our y axes. We'll identify the origin and scale. Okay, we've finished scaling. And now I'm ready to plot my x-intercept, which is 4, my y-intercept, which is also 4, and then I'll draw my line. Okay, now we don't know where these two lines are going to cross, so remember I can't just connect the points. I'm going to have to make sure I extend my line from one side of the graph to the other. And the line could cross, the other line could cross at any point in that area. So if you don't extend the line, you could potentially miss the point of intersection. Okay, and that's x plus y equals 4. All right, I'm going to graph the second line using y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to have to take my second equation and I'm going to rearrange it. So I'll leave negative 2y where it is. X comes over as a negative x plus 10. We'll divide both sides by negative 2. And I'll end up with y equals, remember there's a 1 in front here. So negative 1 divided by a negative 2 would be a positive 1/2. And a positive 10 divided by a negative 2 would be a negative 5. So I'll state my m, which is a 1/2, and I'll state my b, and now I'm ready to graph. So my b value is negative 5, and my slope is a rise of 1 and a run of 2. Rise of 1, run of 2, rise of 1, run of 2. And I've already found my POI, which is great. Let's go ahead and we're going to draw our line. Remember, we need to extend our line from one side of the graph to the other. Even though we already know where it crosses, we know that's the form that I want to see. Okay, let's put arrows on the ends. And then we'll label x minus 2y equals 10. So just a reminder, this was our first equation. This was our second equation in our linear system. So in terms of our steps, we chose a method and graphed both lines. We have to find the POI. So it is important that you show me where the POI is and you write down POI is, and in this case, you can see it's 6, -2. Okay, you got to state what it is. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to check. Okay, so we're going to check to see if the POI is 6, -2. So I'm first going to check in the first equation. So I'll make our t-chart. The first equation is right here. So the left side is x plus y, and my right side is 4. Now I'm going to go ahead and sub in. We know 6 is x and y is -2. So what we're doing is we're checking. So this black line right here, we're checking to see, is that point on the line or did I graph wrong? So we're checking algebraically to see if my left side equals my right side. All right, so let's go ahead and sub in. So I have to write down x is 6 plus y is -2. So I have a positive and a negative, so when I have opposite signs, that means it's 6 minus 2, which is 4. And on my right side, I can see that it is 4. So for my first line, it's left side equals right side. And I'm just going to label it so I know that's my first line. Okay, now I have to check my second line. Okay, let's go back up to the equation to get x minus 2y is my right side, and my left side is 10. All right, let's sub in. So I'm subbing in the same point. My x value is 6, so that's 6 minus 2 times y, and y is -2. So according to BEDMAS, do multiplying first. -2 times -2 is a positive 4, and 6 plus 4 is 10. My right side is also 10. So left side equals right side. And now I can make my conclusion. Since left side equals right side, therefore the POI is 6, -2. Okay, so we know that point, 6, -2, does fall on both lines. I didn't make a mistake graphing. Okay, and that's a full solution. Let's go back and look at the instructions. That's a full solution for when you're asked to solve a linear system graphically. That's what's expected. The last part, when we did our check, it asked us to do that check. So if I didn't ask you to do the check, what I highlighted in green, you would only have to do this much. Okay, show your work of the way you chose to graph, and state your POI. If you're asked to check, then you're expected to do this part down here. All right, what I want you to do is you go ahead and try this question on your own. Okay, and then you can pause the video, try this on your own, and then turn the video back on, and let's see if we have the same. All right, let's see if you have the same as me. I'm going to graph equation 1 using x and y intercepts. So to find the x-intercept, I'm going to let y equal 0. So that will be 3 times x plus 4 times 0 equals 12. 3x equals 12. Divide both sides by 3, so I have x equals 4 as my first point. I'm going to go ahead and plot that. To find my y-intercept, I'll let x equal 0. So we're going to sub 0 in, so that's 3 times 0 plus 4y equals 12. So that is going to be 4y equals 12, divide by 4. So y equals 3. And I'll go ahead and plot that point. Okay, and then I'll draw a line between the two. Okay, I'll just make sure I extend that line because I don't know where they are going to cross. Okay, we'll put arrows on the ends and label that with the equation. All right, my next line, I'm going to choose to graph using slope by intercept method. So go ahead and plot 3. Oh, look at that. I already know my point of intersection. Okay, so for this, we're going down 2 and to the right 3, down 2 to the right 3, down 2 to the right 3, and I'll put some the other way opposite, up 2 to the left 3, up 2 to the left 3. Look how close these lines are. All right, let's go ahead and graph our line. Okay, we can already see where the point of intersection is. Hopefully you have the same as me. So they're intersecting right at that y intercept. Okay, and this is y equals -2 over 3x plus 3. Can barely fit this in. All right, so remember now we have to state the POI. So there's the POI. So the POI is 0, 3. All right, and the instructions, let's see, it's the same instructions as last time, so we need to do our check as well. We don't have a ton of room, but I'll do it down here. So we're going to check 0, 3. I'm going to start with the first equation. So my left side is 3x plus 4y, and my right side is 12. So that equals 3 times 0 plus 4 times 3, which will give me 0 plus 12, which is 12. And we know that's our right side as well. Just a reminder, we're doing x and y when we sub in. Okay, our second equation. So far, so good. Second equation, we have y. I'm going to move that line over. Since there's more on the right side, -2/3 x plus 3. So y equals 3. And it'll be -2/3 times the x value is 0 plus 3. And so that would be 0 plus 3, which is 3. Okay, so I have my left side equals my right side for both, so I can make my conclusion. Since left side equals right side, therefore the POI is 0, 3. I apologize for writing on top, I've run out of room. All right, we're going to do the word problem in the next video. So hopefully this has helped you understand how to solve a linear system.